Hello, you are welcome to I Can Make It. What a joy to be alive. I want to say thank God for your life and for my life that we continue. Life is all about a journey. Every day as we wake up, as we see another brand new day, like yesterday never existed, and every day is an opportunity to correct the wrong of yesterday. I want to welcome you especially to I Can Make It. With me in the studio today is Brother Callistus.
Hello, sir. Good
Thank you.
morning. Welcome.
It's a joy coming to share thoughts with you. Oh, I can make it. We started something last time, our last edition. It was joyous and it was glorious. And I believe today is going to be a very promising one. Don't give up. You can make it. Okay, Brother Callisto, let's go.
All right. Welcome, viewers. How are we doing today? I hope we're still on the winning side. I hope we're still kicking, and I hope we're still making it. Like we always say, this is that's our objective here. We want to relate with you in such a way that your life will move forward, in such a way that you will not remain the same. You will not remain where you are at any point in time. That each time we come on every new episode, your testimony will be that you have moved from the last time we met. Thank you so much for coming again. We always tell you that you are the reason why we're here. Thank you so much. You are partners in progress. All right. So, like you said, we have started a series. The last episode is Isaac M. Newton, who said, "If I have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." And so we said, okay, so that word "see" there is talking about vision. All right, you want to see further than where you are right now. You want to make progress. You want to go further. There is a place ahead that you want to go. Look, there's a place called there. All right, there is a place called there. That place called there is a place called progress. It's a place called destination. It's a place called destiny. All right. So we want to just encourage you as we stand again on the shoulders of some giants. Last time we mentioned a few giants. I remember we talked about Bill Gates. We talked about Dr. Ben Carson, and we saw some of their quotes. We saw some of their life trials, life beginnings and all that. But we also say that eventually these guys are superstars, today. They are the superstars of our world today. They are the superstars of their various industries, various, aspects of life where they belong. All right, so we want to encourage you. You can also be one of them. You can also be a superstar. So today we want to continue with another or a couple of them, and we want to learn some lessons from them. This person is a very popular person in the world today. He plays soccer. Of course, yes, your guess is as good as mine. His name is Cristiano Ronaldo. We want to hear from him and we want to see the lessons that we can learn from him. Okay, so he says here, "I told my father that we will be very rich, but he couldn't believe me. And then eventually I made it a reality." Did you hear that? He said to his father that they were going to be very, very rich. I tell you, today he is one of the most celebrated, sports figure in the entire world. He's making it every week. He goes home with a lot of money. But he had said it sometime to his father. And I like what he said here. He said that today he has made it a reality. What is the lesson from that, sir?
Yeah, well, the lesson personally is that never doubt the word of your child. I believe that you also have, your own might not be answering Cristiano Ronaldo. Your own might be answering Benga. Your own might be answering Uchechukwu or whatever name.
Saro, whatever
Saro, Yibosa, Yekebolo. Your name, you can be answering such a name. But the truth of it is that never doubt your child. Allow your children to speak their dream. A dream you don't talk about, you may never be alive to realize that dream. Allow the child to talk about his dream. Because many a times we see a lot of parents say, "Well, who dash monkey banana?" One thing I want to assure you is this. Monkey like banana. The only tree monkey cannot climb is the banana tree. Because every time he tries to climb it, he always comes down. But there is a God in heaven that watches over his word to perfect it. This young man, Cristiano Ronaldo, said, "I told my father that we will be very rich, but he could not believe me. I made it a reality. Well, the truth here, what the lesson we would have learned from it is that your word rule your life. If you know, many times I've asked myself and I ask people that are close to me, if you know what you say will come to pass, what will you say? If you know that the things you say will come to pass, what will you say? There is a verse in the Word of God, Mark 11, that spoke about you shall have what you say. And one thing he did not say, it doesn't say you shall say what you have, but a lot of us, we are saying what we have. But this young man was speaking about what is expecting in life. What is your life expectation? You can make it. Those things you expect can come to pass. If only you say it, believe it, and walk your talk, and talk the walk. An idle soul shall suffer hunger, but he that gathereth by labor shall greatly increase. The lesson I learned here is that whatever you are doing, be committed, be diligent, and do it with all your heart. Enjoy it. It's not just doing it because, you see, many times things you do for money, money never comes through that place. But things you do by passionately, committed to it, with diligence, not counting the cost of return, always have a great prospect ahead of us. The lesson I've learned here today, if you mean what you have said, each word will come to pass. You will get what you say. It is very important that don't say what you have, but say what you want. And what you want will come to pass. You know, one of the things I want you to look at this day is this. Everything you see in this life was placed there by words. And the greatest thing that can happen to you in this life that you are is to watch what you are saying. Watch what you are saying. And that is why it's very important for you to speak life. It's for you to speak greatness. I can make it. I can do all. That's not right. Some things. All. I can. There is no trial, no challenge. God knows I'm alive. This time, He has created me. I didn't create myself. I can make it. So, the lesson I will take from here is that say what you want to see. Don't say what you have. Because what you have might even kill you. You begin to say, I have a headache. The economy is bad. Dollar has gone up. Even though you didn't read the cons, but you can't even do calculus. Now, you begin to talk all of those things. At the end of the day, you now carry a burden. Your face is now sour. You are with the whole problem of this world. Why not say something that you are trusting God for, and that thing you say, it will come to pass?
Thank you so much. You know, while you were saying that, I thought I should make this very point and very clear. I mean, from his statement, he said, I made it a reality.
Yeah. I made it.
Yeah. I made it. So, in other words, between his saying and the reality, there was making.
Yeah, there was work.
There was work. You know, you were talking about, you know, you have to be dogged in what you're doing in your vision. You have to be committed, you know, and you have to put some confidence in, you know, in what you do. So that's what we're saying here too, all right? So between, we're saying that just saying it is not enough. Just saying it is not enough. If he tells you what he had to go through to learn how to play soccer, you know, to learn how to acquire stamina, because you need a lot of stamina for soccer. You need a lot of skills. You need, I mean, a lot of skills when you play soccer. So between your saying it and coming to the reality, there is a point where you have to make it. And that's our objective. Yes.
Your part. Your own part.
Yes.
But you know what I find?
Yes,
sir. A lot of people don't want to work. No, actually, a lot of people believe that work is punishment. I don't know where you get that from. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Hindu, whether you serve Buddhist, whether you serve a hulala, whatever.
You will work. You have to work.
If you don't walk, it can walk. Everything, it can walk if you don't walk it. Now, you can't sit down like lizard and expect manna. And if you really want to eat manna, go to the wilderness. But if you stay among the living, you go to walk. You go to walk, because he that does not walk should not eat. It's a sin for you to eat without walking, because if you don't give anything to the ground have nothing to give back to you.
If somebody just keeps eating without walking, the food will kill the body.
Yes.
The body needs to do something.
To burn it.
Yes, to burn the food. So if the food keeps going in without, energy, to work it out, the body will break down. The body will die.
It's a serious problem we have. It's a serious problem we have in our hand. A lot of people believe that work is punishment. A lot of people believe that if you have somebody to go to work, you have to go to work, this and that. People, no, it's not. Hard work makes you who that God have designed you to be. The first assignment God gave to a man, it was not a wife, it was work. If you are not excited at going to work, you might not be excited through life. Everything you see, people working. You tax your mind to be able to think.
Mental work, yes.
There are mental work. There are physical work. There are so many work you can do. And once you have discovered the thing you need to do, make sure it's perfectly well done. Be a value-added person. Don't be a takeaway. Be a giveaway.
Wow.
Be a value-added person. Whatever your hand findeth to do, do it well. Listen to me. If you do that work well, you will end well. You will enjoy your life well. It will be well with you. Because anytime somebody, if you ever see a bad man, there are people that do bad job. The reason why it is not well with them, after 3-4 years, the person that gave you the money and the job will pass. He will lay a curse on you.
Wow.
And that's it. I've seen it over and over again. Even today, I was just walking past a corridor in a race center. I saw the work that the electrician did. I just remember, and I didn't bless him.
Oh.
Now, that's just the way it is.
It didn't turn out right well.
Yeah, I didn't bless him. Because I remember, I just look, and that kind of thought. And listen, if an opportunity comes, a lot of people go and begin to say, oh, they are worrying me in the village. No, you are the one worrying them in the village, actually. Because the people in the village, they are praying to be like you. And you in the city, you are saying they are worrying, they are pressing your remote. How come your television is in your house here and your remote is in your village? Something is wrong with you. Maybe you did not park, you don't do diligence when you were parking. So you left your remote behind. It's very important for us to work is not punishment. Don't think that when you lay down and don't do anything, that makes you are blessed. If you look at people, I remember it was Matthew Ashimolowo that was talking about that he was in a flight with Dangote, one of those flights that they travel. He said he was busy, he was reading. He said, but from the time he entered, they were the same flight, and the time the man came down in New York, he was reading all through. Really? And you see a lot of people, if there's anything that people, you are pressing your phone. You don't like reading. Even in telephone, they are not calling your name inside. But you are just be pressing. You are doing whatever. You are not reading. You are not developing yourself. If you don't read, your brain will go down. Readers are leaders. All of these people, you find out that they were committed to what they were doing. Yes. You saw what we talked about, Ben Carson.
Yeah, yes, Dr. Ben Carson, yes.
How the mother was able to inculcate this idea of work, hard work. That's why when you see people say, my hard-earned money. And I want to let you know this. Those of you that are shouting, oh, favor me, favor me. Beyond favor, there is labor. Beyond favor, there is labor. There is a place for favor. There is a place for labor. Now, if you don't give God raw material to use, there is no favor coming your way. So you have to learn to do your work with all diligence. As you walk, as you say it, you are able to walk it. A lot of people tell you, oh, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. Many times I used to tell people, when you die, what will you be doing? You just want to sleep, or you'll just be sleeping if you die. Have you not read that those that died, they wrote in their tomb, rest in peace? That's the only place you read. Job said, to every man that is born of a woman, all the days of his life is full of one challenge or the other. There's only a challenge. I've sat down, brother Callistus one day. I remember one time I was praying, Father, I want a job. I got a job. I thought that work was over. Then I moved. Oh, I need a wife. I got a wife. Oh, I need children. The children are come. Now I'm paying school fees. The work continues. Now I'm finished paying school fees. Oh, the children need a job. And the children get to marry. Now tell me, where is your retirement? Where will you rest? That is the only place you rest. Rest in peace when you die. As long as you are here, work continue. And I want to inform you, if you don't want to work, you are not ready to live a glorious life. Because everything you see today that is working, is it a country? Is it an organization? Is it business? In whatever area you see something good, anywhere you see something good, some men sat down and make something out of it. So you can make it.
You can make it.
You can break through. You can become the best in your life. Like this young man that said, I said it, and today I made it work.
Yes. So between his saying it and he's making it a reality, there was an action, there was something that he did. That's what we want to tell you today, all right? Don't just sit there and just talk. Stand up and walk your talk.
You know, when you talk about talk,
yes,
there's a place in Proverbs 14 verse 23 said, just talk a little penny.
But in
just
all
talk,
labor, yes, there is profit.
There is profit. There is profit in labor. Just talking
Will lead to penury.
little penny.
Penury is another level. Is the lowest level of poverty.
No,
or
you
is the highest
don't,
level.
you don't call it. You don't pronounce. There's a pronunciation we call it. Say poor, not poor. It's
not
poor. Even in the pronunciation,
yes,
poverty is an affliction. Serious one. Serious one.
All right. Okay. So I hope you are taking up all these lessons. All right. Okay. So we want to hear from another, soccer legend. The living legend is still active in his career. His name is Lionel Messi. All right. So we want to hear from him. So he says, I used to serve tea at a shop to support my football training and still became one of the world's best footballers.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine?
So double work. Yes, because training is also work. So he was working 70 and also working.
He need energy.
Energy, yes.
He need the money to eat.
Yes.
You know, that is why. I don't know. I find it, personally, I find it very, I find it very difficult to give to somebody that's not doing anything. Very difficult. If you want to get something from me, you must be doing something.
Yes.
As you are doing it, I will help you do what you are doing. But to say you just sit down and expect me that God will speak to me. If God speaks to me, I will also speak back to God. I will also tell God that this person you want me to give to does not do anything. He's going to kill the seed. We need to give it somebody. You see,
he's going to kill the seed.
He's going to kill the seed. It can't. You see, there's a place in Proverbs that said that this man go hunting. He never roast. What's the use of killing?
Yes, yes. He didn't roast his. His game. He didn't package it very well.
He didn't roast it.
He didn't
just
roast it.
killed the animal.
He just killed it and just
he didn't
left
roast
it.
it. And the
because
thing
roasting, yes, because roasting will preserve it. Roasting will increase the value. What continues?
Man, look at this young man. He said he became the best. You know, it is not your dressing that make you the best. It is not the wristwatch that you wear that make you the best.
It's the result.
It is not the house you stay that make you the best. It is not even the friends that you have that make you the best. The best is what you are able to give. The best is in your giving. Men are not introduced by the association. Men are introduced by the achievement. You can join, if you like, go and join Dangote. You are not Dangote. Join it, write in name, join your, we don't know you. You are just wearing Dangote t-shirt. You see, the truth of it that look at what this man went, and you know, the truth of it that, the truth of it is this. As long as you are not willing to pay the price, you are not entitled to the glory. Many years ago, Because this young man now made me, I'm just looking back. I remember many years ago, my dad was not having money. And early in the morning, around 4 or 3:30, I need to go to slaughterhouse to go and hold cow. And they pay me 1 naira.
Wow.
Early in the morning.
Wow.
I do it every
You
day.
go to the abattoir,
Yes.
and then you have to hold the
I
cow
will hold
for
the
them
cow.
to cut yet.
And if you try me now, if I butcher this cow, you won't believe it.
Wow, that's interesting. So they
I
give you
have
1
to.
naira then.
1 naira. What I'm talking about now was 1970, 77, 78.
Wow, it's way back. Way back.
I'll hold the cow. They will cut it. Then they will give me 1 naira. And when I'm going, I will steal some meat. They call it jollo jollo. I will take some of them.
Okay, take away.
I will take it and go. Now, you have to. Whatever you need to do to undo what is doing you, you are qualified for your promotion.
That's right.
A lot of people like clean things. But you see, every clean thing you see is a manifestation of a dirty hand.
Wow.
If your hand
That's
is
a
not
good
dirty,
one.
you are a suspect.
You can't produce anything clean.
It's a manifestation. Go to factory. Factories are not beautiful.
That's true.
Factories are not beautiful. It's very important that all of these things we are talking about, we should take it and labor. Labor in the area. Look at what this young man, before we even talk about the lesson, look at for you to go and serve tea.
Very humbling. I mean, very, very humbling. Very, very humbling.
You cannot serve.
Service.
You cannot serve
Yes.
and not be served. One of the ways not to be served in life is not to serve others.
It's a seed. When you sow serving,
You reap.
You reap it.
And look at the lesson here. Believe in your dream.
Yeah, believe in your dream.
Don't let pain tell you how your
How your future will
look like. Pain.
Because you have to be going through pain. I mean, 70, you know, maybe from morning till afternoon or something.
Just imagine.
And then he has to go for training.
Just imagine.
You know?
Just imagine he met a bad customer and 40 on
And
his body.
40, yeah.
You know, we need to. On you can make it our idea.
Objective, yeah.
Our objective
Yes.
is for you to be inspired so
Yeah.
that you don't aspire
That's
in
right.
life. Because actually, a product can actually be good, but if it's not properly used, it can actually expire at the
Yes.
showroom.
Yes, I heard of that. I mean, an engine that if you leave a car, you know, parked for a long time, and you don't do something about the engine, that it can actually knock.
It can, because
Yes.
the oil,
Oil, yes.
the oil becomes
And be
grease.
congealed, yeah.
The oil
Yes.
becomes grease
Grease,
under,
yeah.
and when you start, instead of the oil to pump, if I be pumping the oil pump, we can't pump, and by the time you start, because you are ignorant of the functionality, the engine
and
is
then the
gone.
engine just goes.
Engine is gone.
Wow.
Whatever you don't use, you abuse. Whether it's a gift, whatever you don't use, you abuse it. So you need to use what you have so that you can grow and become something nice in life.
Wow.
So it's very important what this young man went through.
Wow.
And today,
Wow.
we are talking about Lionel Messi.
I'm so touched. I mean, a
He
great
said,
man. Yeah.
pain, yes, your future. And you know one of the things,
Yes, sir.
all of these things are a lesson that become discipline that makes you know that pride will take you nowhere.
That's true.
And these are the things that keep pride.
That's
And
true.
also make you to respect others,
Others,
that
yes.
are climbing the ladder of success.
Yes.
You know, we always talk in the program that there are two things you can do in your life that will make you go down
yes,
fast.
yes.
The day you start from the top, your grave
Yes.
and your wealth.
Yes.
A lot of people want to start from the top.
From the top.
No. You have to start from the bottom. Life is a process. Men are in sizes, and life is in phases.
Phases.
So as you go through, no matter what you are going through, you are a young girl there, you are a young man there, you need to go through some of those things. People you see today that become somebody, go and check. It was not an inheritance. An inheritance might not be able, you can't maintain an inheritance. But you see, the things you go through process to acquire and to gain, you can't sustain. Look at people that have stories in our world today. There are people that dare to pay the price not counting the cost, not looking at money. Even when you look at people that put money forward, they never get the job done.
Yes, eventually.
Because their heart is taken away.
Yes,
They are not thinking about service delivery. They are not thinking about future. They are concerned with now.
Yes,
and you hear a lot of young people these days,
gratification and all that.
You hear people say, they say, it don't blow.
It don't blow.
And I always tell you,
Sharp,
if they
sharp.
blow you, if
You
they
know.
blow you, you can't breathe, man. If they give you that blow, you might not be able to breathe. You can make it.
You can make
You
it.
can succeed.
You can succeed.
Now I believe in the dream and pursue your dream.
Yes.
You will make it.
You
Let's
will
go.
make
Let's
it.
take the other one.
All right. So thank you so much for hanging out there, for listening, and I hope you are gleaning. All right. So we want to take the next lesson, and this comes from Steve Jobs. All right. I'm sure you know Steve Jobs. All right. The producer or the brain behind the Apple products that you're using today. All right. Yeah, I think you have one over there. I have one here.
I like
All right.
using Apple.
All right. So let's see if we can stand on his shoulders. He says this. He says, I used to sleep on the floor in my friends' rooms, returning Coke bottles for food, money, and getting weekly free meals at a local temple. I later on founded Apple Company. Wow. He used to be very, very hungry. You know what it means to return? I mean, he will look for
I did it
Coke.
before.
Yeah, I did. Yes, yes.
You
Likewise,
did it?
I was picking aluminium.
Then
You
you
know,
are a great
used,
man. You are a
yes,
great man.
used aluminium.
You are a
I will
great
pack
man.
it the whole day.
You are not having any uncle to cool you.
No.
uncle cool you. No brother,
You know,
brother
I
your
remember
way.
sometimes I will pick enough for a whole day. I will pick enough to give me just one cup of tea and a slice of bread.
Can you imagine?
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine?
Yes, sir.
So he did it.
He did the same
And he
thing.
did not stop it.
No, he did not.
You know, but what now? How far are you ready to go for your dream?
That's true. How far are you ready to go for your dream?
How far? You see people today, people always stay and look at other people's glory. Oh, this man is riding this car. You know, a lot of people, they know the name of all these cars.
They know.
And they know
Sometimes I
the
wonder,
price.
really, sometimes
They
I
know the
get some-
name, they know the price, they know who is
Yes.
riding what.
The model number,
Everything.
everything.
They know everything. But the only thing they don't know is that they will never have
How to get it.
How to get the car. They know the name, they know the address, they know
The
the company,
producers, the
they know,
manufacturers,
they know
yes.
how many people have it in the world,
yes.
but they cannot have it.
Access it.
The reason is that, are you ready to pay the price? Now, look
Wow.
at how humble it is.
Wow.
Oh, this
He was
young
sleeping
man.
on the floor.
On the floor. And just imagine that friend that he used to sleep on the floor in the
Where
house.
he is today, yes.
Now, can you imagine? And today, look at it. The lesson we learned here is that you are small today doesn't mean
You
that
will
you
be
will not
small.
You will be small
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Look at what
Keep
he said.
trusting God.
Keep trusting God. Keep trusting God. Now listen. There is a Bible verse that says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." He said, "In all your ways acknowledge Him; He will direct your path." Young man, let me tell you, people that have gone before you say, "Trust God." You know, a lot of people. You are not wiser than Sodom and Gomorrah. I know you are in love, and you are in love with a man like you, and you say it's the in thing, it's a trending thing. I know that the only thing that comes to your mind now is how to change from man to be a woman, and you want to do something. You just want to do something so that you can trend. Let me tell you, you don't trend by doing those things that affect the course of nature, because that's not how your father gave birth to you.
That's right.
You can only change when you improve on what the Creator put in your mind. There is something about you. Every man that comes into this world comes with a gift. This man today, he died about 50 plus.
Yeah.
But he left us behind
a legacy.
And today in the studio,
Great one.
what you see before me I'm using to talk to you is one of his products. Now, this man haven't lived, still speaking. And yet, dead is alive. And you haven't lived.
You are not speaking. We are not hearing.
You are not speaking.
You are not doing.
You are not doing.
You are not making.
And even the dead does not even know you are alive. You can make it.
You can
that
make it.
dream. I mean, the dream, even when it was returning Coke bottle, the dream was not aborted.
No, it was not. It was in the pipeline.
That's to tell you. That's to tell you. It is not. Listen to me. Don't allow your background to put your back on the ground.
Yes, to define your future. Yes.
Don't allow your background to put your back on the ground. And this tells me that he has a father, he has a mother, but they were not mentioned because they were not relevant in this matter. It is not the place of your birth, it's the God that you serve.
That's right.
Look at what it said. It said, I was going to temple and I keep on trusting God. You cannot trust God and go under. Young man, young woman, daddy, mommy, parents, even as you go out today, trust God. And if you trust God, that your dream very soon
will come true.
Will be in your hand.
Amen.
And you will look at it and said, all this came to pass because God was on our side. I want to let you know that the story of this man that we have reading to you, there are just ordinary men that do extraordinary things. And the reason why it's extra, because they add extra time.
Extra time.
They
extra
put
effort,
extra mind.
Discipline.
They put extra effort.
Extra
they pick that. Just go one more step. Just push. And if you go to labor room, the only thing you hear the doctor. Doctor doesn't help the woman to deliver. He only tell the woman, push.
Push.
And if you are going to bring this dream to pass, you need to push it. Just push it. Push that dream. Just take that step. Don't be afraid. Yes, I failed yesterday. Take it again. Oh, no, it didn't work yesterday. Go again. And you might see a cloud like a man's hand, but abundance of rain is awaiting.
It's just around.
Go again.
Go again. That's right.
I strongly believe you
can make it.
I want to say on this note, I want to thank you for always being a part of You Can Make It. I want to be able to inspire you and not inspire you.
That's right.
For you to be able to go forward in life and bring to pass that dream that is in your heart. Who knows? Your product might just be in my table.
Yeah.
Just like the man,
the Apple man,
Steve Jobs.
Yes.
Apple is in my table. Even yet there still speaks. Until we see you again in our next edition. This is Simon and Samantha and Callisto said, you can make it. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We
Thumbs
love
up.
you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.